Hello, everyone, and welcome back to something we're going to be doing that's a little bit different here for a bit. Excuse me while I turn music on and make sure that my volume levels are decent. I forgot about that before I started. My apologies. So, you might notice that my menu screen here is a little bit different than normal. It's saying the Binding of Isaac Community Remix, which is a new mod that just came out recently by some people on Reddit that actually adds a decent amount of new items. I believe 20 I heard. 8 new tarot cards, some new trinkets, new curses, and a new type of curse called a blessing, which is actually a beneficial version of a curse. It adds a lot to the game, and I figured why not jump into it for a while to check it out on camera here. Of course, we start with Curse of the Labyrinth. I did forget that was another part, is that it actually has new music as well, which I haven't actually heard because I usually play Isaac with the music off and forgot about that change. So that's actually completely new to me. Most of the items are as well. I haven't seen very many, and I don't know what a lot of the ones that I have seen do. But at the same time, I have played around with this for a little while. That's a bad trip pill. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I've done a few runs with this. Not very many, and I don't think I actually finished any runs. I think I kind of didn't have a chance to. I was just trying to find some new items while I had a few free moments and didn't have time to actually go through the entirety of a run. But in the meantime, we are going to hopefully take these guys out. Another bomb, that's okay, but I really would like some keys. If we don't get any keys, I may restart here. With this being a mod that adds new items and everything, to start the first run of showing it off without even getting into an item room on the first 2 floors worth is kind of silly. That's a new drop type, which is half a spirit heart and half a red heart combined, which obviously you can probably guess what that's going to do for us. That's the other thing I forgot, is it does have new consumable drops as well. There's half spirit hearts, there's that half spirit, half red heart. There's a just half spirit heart on its own. There's a double keyring, a double red heart drop. So yeah, there are quite a few new consumables as well to pick up, which are obviously much less noticeable, but also very much useful to have. Swing up here. It does kind of look like we're not going to get a key on this floor, which is absurd. And makes me kind of sad that I'm going to have to waste all this time and restart in order to make an item room happen. Didn't mean to pick that up, by the way. My bad. I mean, look at how many rerolls we could have had by now if need be. And instead, we just haven't even gotten a single key. More bombs. Thanks, game. Thanks. This is why I always hate starting on XL floors, just because, especially when you're trying to show off items, I mean, come on now, you're not going to give me a single key drop on this entire XL basement floor. Is that what you're going to do to me, Isaac? Because if so, I am not amused. A pill? Its bombs are key, that could be nice. Tears up. That's not bombs or key. We're just gonna go ahead and restart because, again, no keys. This is a mod that adds a lot of new content to the game, and to start off being completely unable to show anything off because I'm not getting any key drops, it's just a bad way to start showing it off. On a normal run, I would have kept going at that point. We actually got some good stuff going there with the Tears Up pill, the Eternal Heart, but it just probably wasn't worth continuing in terms of showing off mod content. Monstro here shouldn't be an issue for us, of course. He is an easy boss. He is the champion version, but that's not very difficult either. Just gotta know when to dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. And we will kind of wrap around here. There is one item that I saw that was pretty interesting, actually. Although I think it's a little bit underpowered, actually. If anything, it's bordering on being a negative to pick it up, which was, there was a item called the old or broken donkey jawbone or something like that. That is essentially Mom's knife, but without any kind of damage up attached to it, which in general seemed to have been a negative toward my ability to do damage. Rerolled Holy Water into Able. Obviously I wish we could get another reroll, not likely, to the point where I'm just going to go ahead and pick up Able now so we don't have to walk back in this room. But it's much, much better than Holy Water. All things considered, you know, Holy Water breaks too many items for it to be ever worth picking up. And it doesn't do a whole lot in its own right to make up for that fact. I should go in this from the bottom so I can pick up that half Spirit Heart. And onward we go. I am enjoying this new basement music here. It almost kind of sounds like a creepy circus of sorts. You know what, Abel? You can have this one. Go get him, buddy. Good job. Another bomb. Let's go fight our boss while we have almost full damage. Almost full health. Not almost full health, almost full charge on our D6 is what I'm going for here. Using a bomb on Duke of Flies is kind of a waste in a way, because I mean he's not a very hard boss, but it does take him down a lot quicker. When you have base damage and flies are all taking multiple hits to kill, it speeds things up massively to just use that one bomb against him. Get an HP upgrade, and we get a Devil Room. Devil Room has... Now that one on the right that looks different is actually a reworked sprite for Sister Maggie. I picked that up the first time not realizing that, but yeah, that's not anything new. We're gonna reroll. That is something new though. So we're gonna pick up Spirit of the Night, because 1 heart for flying and Spectral Tears is great. And Sulfur. So Sulfur is apparently a spacebar item that gives you Brimstone for a room. Okay. That's good to know, but given the fact that we want to try to get as many rerolls as possible to show off as many new items as possible, I don't think that's really a big enough item to keep, if you know what I mean. If I'm going to replace the D6, it should be for something a little bit more than something that's going to change my tier effect for a room. Obviously, everyone has seen Brimstone be used before, so although the spacebar item is new, the effect is something that has been in the game for quite some time, that everyone is very familiar with, so it's not necessarily something I need to keep to show off. That's kind of something I can show off by just showing it once and then moving on. Keep heading this way. We do find our item room, but again we are keyless, which is really, really annoying, mind you. You know what, why am I running away from Lust instead of just doing this? What am I, some kind of fool? Bye, Lust. Bombs are key, please? No, shot speed up. That's one of the new pill effects. You can get a shot speed up pill, and it is a bad effect, as it should be. I think our second secret room has to be right here. No, I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh yeah, it could be up there too. Okay, I get it, game. I get it. That is one thing I've noticed with this mod thus far, is that secret rooms do kind of more often than in the base game spawn in places where they really shouldn't. Don't spawn in places where they should. It's kind of like the problem that was in the first floor on the base game that has kind of expanded, it seems, in this mod. Also, I should note that Spider Mod, which is how you install this mod and run it, you have to run it through Spider Mod. It does lag a bit more than the base Isaac on its own, right? I don't know if it's actually a little bit more laggy from the mod or from Spider Mod itself, which always does this a little bit for me. But either way, let's hop in here. You know what? As much as it's an old item, growth hormones, speed and damage up, we could use some damage. We're at that point in the game already where I really like to get some extra damage. So we're gonna take that, no questions asked. Abel actually doing some work for me on this run. Good job, Abel. Keep it up. Your efforts are realized and somewhat appreciated. Okay, let's keep killing this stuff. I am feeling these song remixes thus far. The basement one was nice. The catacombs one here is pretty nice as well. I should also add that from what I understand, the mod is going to be having weekly updates until Rebirth is, you know, coming out. Since obviously at that point it becomes a little bit more, or a little bit less useful. So, you know, it is something that I'm going to probably be checking out each new version of as they hit. And it does seem like it's adding some good stuff. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of the items. The one that I'm most excited for is to eventually run into the Ludovico technique, which is one of the items actually announced for Rebirth that they added into the mod. That is an awesome item idea that obviously, you know, was put in Rebirth. And I want to see how it plays and get a little bit of a feel for it before Rebirth hits, because I will be playing Isaac obsessively once Rebirth is around. And having a little bit of a head start at getting used to a very, very crazy item mechanic before it launches is always a little bit of a plus. Swing down this way. What's up, Fly Bros? Ow. Okay, nothing in here. We're wasting a lot of rerolls right now and having no luck at finding our second item room. Oh, come on. Get back here, conga line. Get back in Necrodancer. Nobody wants your conga and Isaac. Well, this works well. Good job, Abel. You do horrible, horrible damage, Abel. I let you take the kill, and I'm not happy about it. I don't know why I gave you enough time to take the kill, but I did. Because I'm a nice guy like that. But you really need to step your game up if you want to be a productive member of this team, Abel. You need to at least, like, triple your damage, and that's not probably something that you're going to be in the market of doing. I mean, as far as I know, your damage can't be increased by anything, so there's that. That's actually one thing I would like to see put into Rebirth, is a way for item and followers to have their damage increased. Essentially a way to make followers more useful, not in the sense of making it so you can have as many as you want now, which is one thing that is going to happen, but in the sense of making them so that you can actually upgrade them like you can yourself. I think that would be a real nice touch that could make a follower-only run much more viable. Because right now as it stands, you know, you can get Little Steve and Little Gish and, you know, Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie, and you're still going to have some trouble. Tears Down is horrible. You know, I think if you had every follower in the game, you would still have some trouble, despite how many shots you were firing, in terms of actually doing enough damage to get by in a decent amount of time. But it's going well thus far. Another key. We have not found our item room yet, which is, not our item room, our boss room, which is good because that means that we can go reroll this item room, and then hopefully we will go through one more combat room, find the bosses, and get another reroll just in time for a potential deal with the devil. Swing over this way. I do wish that we would find one of the new items, but can't always get what you want. Lard. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it for the extra HP. You know, especially after we used money on sulfur and found out that it only gave us brimstone for a room. Health isn't exactly our strong suit right now. So I think it's probably not a bad idea to jump in and use some, or take lard. It's going to slow us down, but I think that's probably worth it for the benefit it gives us. Okay. Still no sign of the boss, which is rather unfortunate. Oh. I am playing poorly this run, don't get me wrong. Holy crap, this path to the boss. Come on. Come on. Might as well pick up the 2 hearts. Lighted ovum won't be a problem, so we can just kind of chill here until little dude with his brimstone laser comes down. And then we go GTFO for a bit. One more switch and we'll be fine. There we go. The belt I don't really want. Actually, I probably should take it after I just took the speed down from getting whatever it was, lard. But again, we can just kind of hang out over the rocks here and easily take out the hollow here. Yeah, what now, buddy? I'm over a rock. You can't hurt me. I am getting my devil rune. You know, on second thought, he can actually fly over rocks now I think about it. So I wasn't really safe at all there. Now I feel kind of silly. Oh my god. Well, it was only a spirit art, so it doesn't actually affect our chances of devil rune. I feel really stupid for the fact that I just hit over a rock that entire time against an enemy that can fly over the rock and hit me. If it just aligned the path like it would have to hit me no matter where I was. I feel kind of foolish for that one, especially because I know better than that. Okay, so crappy drops. Judgment card. Save it for now. Telepills, where do you take me? Okay. We'll clear out the rest of this floor. Then we're going to decide how to spend our money. We have a judgment card in the boss room waiting for us, which I would kind of like to save for a devil room. We've got a, what else was it that we have? We have a, we easily have enough money to go to the shop. You know what, I think I might actually spawn in the item I mentioned earlier, just for the sake of making sure that we show off something new that's not just a simple spacebar item. But first I want to play this beggar down here. Justice, okay. He hasn't given me anything yet, so let's go see what the shop has. Depending on that, that will determine whether we are going to go back and play that beggar more, or if we are going to buy the thing in the shop. Okay, super greed. That kind of sucks. At least one bomb hit. Oh. I hate fighting Super Greed with low damage, because the Greed heads he spawns just take so much... I just have so much HP. Thanks, Flat Penny. But yeah, you know, if the Greed heads were a little bit easier to fight, then I would probably not have used the bombs there. But given the fact they have a lot of HP and are hard to kill, I figured it was worth it. So let's see what Mr. Beggar is going to pay out with. We can now play him for 23 more cents and still afford our next shop. And he gave us something on one. Now give me one moment. One moment. Go to here. Create objects. I want to do 5.1216. Create. Aha! Okay, so this, if you haven't been following the Rebirth updates, is actually a tier that you can completely control. It can pass over anything, it stays on the screen, and you control it independently of Isaac. And it's going to sit on top, you're going to be able to use it to sit on top of enemies and make good things happen with it. Now, the only synergy currently is with Brimstone. Obviously, you know, when it gets to a point where it synergizes with Mom's Knife or something like that, it's going to be even more absurd. But even with Brimstone, it allows you to do some really awesome stuff. But for right now, we're going to try this out. I probably should have done this earlier in the video if it was what I was going to do, but I think it's worth just ensuring that we show off something new in this video. It does kind of allow you to turtle a bit, which I think is going to draw into question a little bit when it comes to the prevalence of flying items. If they're as common in Rebirth as they are in the base game here, you could get kind of really powerful just by getting Ludovico and, you know, just kind of turtling. I mean, you can do that to begin with, but this just allows you to actually hit enemies that aren't even lined up with you easily. Anyway, you know, this is one item that I will be hopefully getting very often in Rebirth, so a little bit of practice with it isn't bad. It is actually very disconcerting to try to aim and dodge yourself at the same time. That is something to definitely practice with. I'm curious how closely this resembles in terms of what it does when you pick it up to what's going to be in Rebirth. You know, is it going to be anything additional in Rebirth that isn't here? Pick this up so we don't get it again. Reroll. Bean, even worse. Just use that once and then move on here. Let's go to our challenge room, see what we got. A gold chest. Why not? I have a ton of keys and I got one back for that anyway. These seem really good against these guys. I mean, this seems really good against these guys. So you can kind of park it on them and then worry about your dodges. These guys can move around a lot more consistently. That's a little bit more brain melting. In fact, if you notice when I'm trying to control the tier, my Isaac movements get a lot less coordinated. I just kind of start to move in some straight lines and everything. There we go. That went well. What are you going to do, tiers? Pretty fly. Awesome. Orbitals will be nice. So if all went, you know, ideal, perfect world, sunshine, rainbows, when we beat this boss, we would get a devil room. In the devil room would be Brimstone, and I could show off one of the coolest item synergies that is already announced for Rebirth, that has made its way into this mod thanks to Old Bob and 12 and the rest of the crew who worked on this mod to some extent over on Reddit. But for now, we're just gonna, enjoy having it as it is. So one thing I am noticing is that this tier can only target one enemy at a time. So, situations like this where they're all bunched up, it's not hitting everything that it's in contact with. It's just hitting one enemy, which is kind of a little bit awkward. It'd be kind of cool to have it actually be an area of effect along the lines of Mom's Knife, Brimstone, etc., where if the shot is on the screen, it is actually Poison Touch, no thank you. If the shot is on the screen, it is actually able to damage anything that it is touching instead of just kind of acting as one tier hitting a single enemy over and over. But I also don't know how hard that would be to implement in the current Flash version. It just seems like it kind of mutes the effectiveness of it, if that makes sense. And I can still sit here to Larry and do this, which is just comical, but there we go. Let's put out this fire. I also noticed that because I'm not consistently shooting, Abel is actually not doing anything for us at this point. He is just kind of a float around little dude who does nothing. Coin purse could be nice. We do have some good pills in the rotation. Let's go ahead and get it. Range down. Doesn't affect me at all. Shot speed up. Tears down. Telepills. Well, that was the worst coin purse we could have gotten. I mean, most of those didn't even affect me. Tears down doesn't matter because... Well, I'm guessing it might change the speed at which it registers a hit on the Ludovico tiers. But it wouldn't actually change my shot speed, of course, since my shots are controlled by me. Shot speed up might actually be good with Ludovico. I mean, one second, take a drink, sorry. Shot speed might actually be good with Ludovico if it, Ooh, we're fighting the Fallen. If it speeds up the tier's movement around the screen, if the tier's movement is affected by shot speed as Isaac is affected by regular speed, that could be real cool. Okay, this is actually kind of hard to parse. Oh god. Stay away. Ugh. Still haven't lost any red hearts. Good. Good. So, we go into our devil room here. We're fighting Krampus. I don't know how Lump of Coal would synergize, if at all, with Ludovico. So I am thinking that I'm probably just going to re-roll it, although it could also be completely overpowered. I don't know. I mean, that could be an incredibly powerful combination, honestly. Let's use our beggar. Of course, it spawned a demon beggar. But that's okay. As long as it pays out. We're gonna reroll both. Monster Manuel, obviously not useful. The Mark gonna be more damage for us. Let's see what this pill does. Friends till the end, okay. So not an ideal set of drops from there, but the extra damage will be nice. Should let us kill things a little bit quicker. I forget what was in our item room, honestly. I think we only got it rerolled to the bean. Or no, did it become poison touch? I forget, because if so, then we would reroll the razor blade if we get another reroll, not the item room. And it looks like we are going to get another reroll, possibly. We're going to keep our fingers crossed at least. Another reroll could mean a chance at getting brimstone. We just have to fight some brains and we can just kind of chill out over the hole here for. Okay, and we got a reroll. Let's go check what's in the item room. We're going to reroll the razor either way, honestly. But I just want to know what's in the item room so I can pick it up if it's something that isn't, you know, just not worth having. And that is better off to not have, I guess I should put it. Let's see, we go down here, look in this room, and we find... Yes, poison touch. I was right that we had that in there. We also have a heart, at least, in here. Good. Then we get to go reroll the razor blade and cross our fingers that we're going to get brimstone. That's our hope for sure. Set up there. The Fallen was a good boss fight to get. Not only was it a, you know, potential for an awesome item drop, but it was also a boss that was one of the ones that really tests Ludovico's abilities more. Let's reroll and... I mean, I gotta do it, right? I have to. I have to try. He has so far made this much easier on me than he did last time. Okay, I have never seen this item. Blood Oath, your promise. Don't know what you are, Blood Oath. Looks like half a Spirit Heart and half an Eternal Heart, which is kind of cool. Am I doing more damage? Is that what's happening here? This guy seems to be melting a little bit quicker. I don't think that synergizes, or I would take it. I think the only one they have programmed in thus far is Brimstone. Otherwise, you know, Technology Laser would be just as cool as Brimstone Laser. But I just don't think it'll do anything, or if anything it might overwrite Ludovico. And that would be really disappointing if we just had the regular Technology Laser instead of having the new tier effect. You catch me. If you catch me, I die. Brimstone! Yes! You know what? I will take Bloody Lust. So now, we're gonna have to exit the room to come back in and use Brimstone here. But we can charge this up before we walk in and show it off. Which is, it's gonna make this Ring of Brimstone that just deals damage to anything inside of it, which is beautiful. I forgot to charge up before walking in. That was rather foolish. Oh my god. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Technology drops again. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for the second technology drop. Just dodged my own bomb. Holy cow, that is awesome. Oh my god, that just makes me want Rebirth even more. Look at this. Look at him melt. Look at him melt. He can't even do anything. He just has to sit there and take it. Guppy's tail, you know what, I'll take that. And we will kill ourselves one more time, maybe two more times. Just to abuse this as much as possible before we go tear the game up with this amazing new item synergy. Like, just look at this. Watch him die. Oh, we're also Guppy now. I forgot about that. That's even better. We have two technologies on the ground. Now we have two packs. Well, you know what? We're just gonna stick with what we got then. We're not gonna use that last life or two up. And we're gonna head onwards. And we opened that already, so might as well go in here, fight Greed, which is gonna be laughable. Oh my god, it's amazing. I really wish I didn't pick up that range upgrade on accident, but that is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. It does seem like Guppy mode isn't synergizing, but I don't care. This is awesome. Just look at things melt. So many gold chests because of Guppy's tail. Of course, one thing to note about, what was I going to say? One thing to note about... Oh yeah, about this mod is it took a leaf out of, a couple leaves out of Rebirth, from what I understand. The Polaroid is now a passive item and not required to go to the chest, whereas the Wiggle Worm is now a trinket. So both of those ideas from Rebirth I think were very well designed changes, have been incorporated into this as well, so that's a big plus in my opinion. And we're just gonna, you know, tear through the rest of the game right now, because this is really, really a great item combo. Of course, in Rebirth, this is going to be a lot rarer because there are going to be a lot more items in Rebirth. You know, this mod has added maybe 20, whereas Rebirth is adding probably well over 100. So it's not as much of an overpowered combo as it'll seem in this, where you're going to get it very often. But it's still a really powerful combo. Book of Shadows. Book of Despair, I actually have no idea what it does for you. Every time I use it, I don't notice anything happen, and I don't notice anything afterwards, but... I really don't know. Same thing with Blood Oath, you know, we still have it, I still don't know what it has done for me. But I do know that Chubb just got owned. Destroy the poop! Of course, one drawback of this is that you can't charge before walking into a room. Since you can only control the shot while you're in a room, you can't actually charge a new shot. There we go. It's in our item room. You know what, Spelunker's Hat? Sure. Because I'm going to actually go reroll the library. Let's head off this way. Real quick. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Hangman card. Because, guess what, we're already flying. It's useless to us. Let's go in the secret room, sure. Our last bomb. Slot machine, no thank you. No thank you. Well, it's a free spirit heart. Nothing all that exciting, honestly, but it is a free spirit heart. But yeah, if you're, what I meant to add earlier when I was talking about the Polaroid, if you're wondering why I didn't, use Guppy's Paw and go all the way down to no red hearts. Part of it was because I knew I was going to reroll it and hopefully get something else. Part of it was because, I don't usually play using that strategy. But the main part of it is there's not as much of a guarantee that you're ever going to run into the Polaroid anymore. So to go all the way down like that on the assumption that you'll get the Polaroid would be a little bit risky. So I'll have a reroll after the boss, but we're not going to have one to use in the library again. Unfortunate though that may be. We don't have a bomb either anymore. So since we're walking through some free rooms, we can actually pre-charge our brimstone here. And then we'll go fight Mom. And see what happens. Oh hi, Mom's foot. I believe the way they actually program this is, if I had to guess based on how it's interacting, is to actually program the brimstone laser to be the outline of an invisible tier, and then using that tier as the damage dealer, instead of actually having a brimstone laser circle, which is obviously much easier to pull off, but at the same time it is a little bit different, I believe, than what's planned for Rebirth. Good. My circle of death is wonderful. Say farewell, everything that enters into this circle. Sure, we're not going to need more than 18 keys, most likely. We could use more than 0 bombs, let's be honest here. More bombs are always, useful to find the secret rooms, to get all that good stuff. Oh god. Explosions! They're everywhere! Here's a couple bombs. That was actually real good odds there. I should go into this library first and use up my D6 charge. Book of Belial, could be some extra damage. I don't think we need it. The Z-Scroll says Necronomicon. Shoop the Whoop says nothing. That seems like a little bit of a quick graphical glitch there. Hi Larry. Sup bro. Hi Chubb. Sup bro. If we could just add Polyphemus to this would be laughably silly. Okay. Frame rate drops aside because Flash, but we're doing well here. Obviously, we have a very, very overpowered weapon system. I am actually going slowly just because I am enjoying how powerful I am at this given point. But, yeah, we could pretty much just speedrun the remainder of the game without so much as a chance of death. Might as well pick this up for more bombs. I don't know if I'll bother going back to the library. I kind of do want to pick up Polyphemus, but at the same time, Ludovico Technique is a special item, Brimstone is a special item in this mod, and so is Polyphemus. So between the 3 of those, to get, 2 of them after getting 1 is a combination that is not very likely to happen. These special item restrictions kind of make that a little bit on the tough side. Doctor's Remote, Monsters Tooth, more crappy spacebar items. So let's just move on. I could theoretically use a Spider Mod reroll while I was in there, and then once I fought 3 rooms, just use my D6. I don't think it's worth it necessarily. We might end up using the teleport room function to just jump back there if I want to reroll. Yeah, if I want to reroll again instead of walking back there, I'll just teleport to that room, grab the sign, reroll, and then teleport back to wherever I was to save the walking time. Might as well make use of some of Spider-Mod's convenience functions. But first we're going to fight our boss, see what we get from that. Tammy's Paw, I'm not going to use because I don't really have what I need to make it effective. But essentially, if you're wondering what that is, it's going to eat up your red hearts like Guppy's Paw, but instead of giving you spirit hearts, at least from my experience, it has given me tears up, which is, you know, it's useful, but is it worth losing red hearts for when we've only got 3 of them? Not so much. Just tear up, little dude here. I don't want Pageant Boy, but I don't know if I'm going to reroll it. Hourglass. I really should have used that reroll on the library, let's be honest. It would have been 2 items instead of 1. But hey. Where is my... teleport room, and we want to go to this room here. Again, just time saving. This video has gone on for a while. There's Tammy's tail, which gives us 2 Tammy items. Which might have an effect of counting us as being in 2 transformations right now. Since I know that there are 2 new character transformations along the form of Guppy, and one of them is Tammy. Okay, so let us teleport to the item room. Or not the item room, the library. Reroll. Mulligan, I don't know how that's going to stack. Why not take that? I'm never going to teleport back to that room either, just that. This one. Play this a few times, see if we can get a blood bag. No such luck. We did get some more bombs though. Although we're not going to get a reroll, I do just want to take care of these last couple rooms, see if there's anything of use in them. Pills, friends till the end. Might as well just use it now. No reason not to. And what do we got down here? Diglets. Not an issue. Oh, more red hearts. That's actually quite nice of you. Couple more bombs. You can check out this super secret room here. Of course it's a red heart one, which means I pretty much have no choice but to continue trying this blood bank for a while. And I don't necessarily min-max everything when I play Isaac, but if you're going to give me a red heart secret room right next to a blood bank like this, I can't just walk away from that. Just can't do it. It's just not right. It is not the natural order of things. Thank you, blood bag. And then again, in the interest of nothing more than saving time, teleport to Boss Room. I mean, we might as well pick up Pageant Boy just to get up to 99 cents. I mean, we could get money equals power. Yes, it's possible. And there's a lot going on this floor. I am not going to take my time to maximize this floor. We are going to go to the library, but we're not going to make much of a use of it. Not like last floor, we aren't going to try to get as many rerolls of it as possible, even with the teleport function. We're just going to go there, see what's in it, reroll it once, and then move on. Tammy's head. We actually have all 3 Tammy items now. Magnet is useless, but I don't feel like rerolling that again. And now we have a Tammy body. What that does, I don't know. But that's what we got. Shot speed up, HP up. I still don't know if that's a useful thing or not. I do know that we are now Tammy, not Guppy. Although because of Brimstone, we kind of look like we have Guppy's head still. But, point being, Sup, Wrath? Sup, bro? Remember when you stood a shot against me? Remember when I actually had to get, like, at least in line with you to hit you? Those days are gone now. You're getting a lot of spacebar items. Sacrificial Dagger I will take as a third orbital. Celtic Cross, why not? And then teleport to room, this one right here. That was rather silly. I should also add the compass effect, I believe, is a blessing that seems to be on sometimes when it's not when it doesn't actively say at the beginning of the floor. I don't know if I don't know if it said it at the beginning of this floor. Actually, I forgot to look. Like, oh, when we shoot, we fire tears like Tammy's head. That's kind of cool. Or occasionally when we do, at the very least. Let's go fight and live, shall we? Don't even want your bomb game. Don't even want it. So I do hope I'm correct in assuming that we don't need the Polaroid item to get to the chest. I don't believe we do, but you know, you can never be too sure when there's new stuff that you haven't experienced yet. What's up, Mom? Hey, that's right. That's right, eat it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when I come for you, huh? Oh, what are you gonna do? God, that is an incredible combination to fight Mom's heart with. Wow. I knew it would be good. I did not know it would be that good against her. Missing page, not that useful. Tarot card is Wheel of Fortune. That's a free item on the chest. Thanks, Celtic Cross. It's one of the new tarot cards. Wisdom. What do you do, Wisdom? Ah, teleport to the super secret room. It's actually kind of a sad one to get because it means we're wasting reroll charges, but c'est la vie. If you get more red hearts, we can stop flowing through our spirit hearts a bit. What's up, bro? It's very easy to see how little damage hitting his feet does in this situation. There we go. Damage up, sure, why not? Check the actual secret room. Just some money. There's a key there. I'm not that concerned about it, to be honest with you. Come on. Help a brother out here, demon beggar. Celtic Cross activates again. Stars card, random teleport. How much of my health are you gonna take? Dear Lord. You are a greedy, greedy man. Oh my dear Lord. At least the hero fountain was useful. As is justice, I guess. Gears down, not so much. Cheers tongue, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but... Oh, come on. Seriously? Beggar. Are you kidding me right now? Sure, why not? Seriously? Seriously, that long and you give me Guppy's head? Really? E20 could be beneficial here though. Two of spades, why not? You don't really need it, but I guess. And then where are we gonna go here? Don't get me wrong, I would not have done that if I thought there was any chance in hell that we weren't going to win this run. To be completely fair, if I thought there were any chance of it, I would not have spent the time with that demon beggar. Or spent that much health, I guess I should say. Still sucks that he gave me like nothing of use, but I still have no fear whatsoever about winning this run. Wisdom again, same thing as last time I'm sure, which was not all that useful. Aha! Well, it paid off in the long run. We got all of our HP back as well as an HP up. That works. Okay. Let's tear Fistula here up a bit. And then we are going to teleport back a bit. And honestly, because my recording time is up, so to speak, I really should be stopping right now, but I do want to finish this run. So I am going to kind of cheat a little bit and look at the map on the teleports room there to see where the boss is, since we've been through so much of this floor already anyway. I'm probably going to do the same thing on the chest to get the blue baby quicker. Because yeah, I really need to go in like just a moment. Apologies for 1 second. Okay, let's go wrap this run up here quickly. Well, this is nice. This is nice. This makes this fight a lot more bearable, to be honest. Blessing of Piety seems to have just given me a Eternal Heart, which is useless here. What are you? It hurts? I don't know what that just did to me. And yeah, again, just because I am just about out of time, and the boss is really far away, so we're just going to teleport to Blue Baby and finish this run off. I think you can all agree that there was no chance of me dying on this run. This was a great item combination. Also going to blow this up in here, get another free item just for funsies. That did actually give me a boss item like I thought it would. Awesome. Anyway. Whoop, need to kill this guy. That's gonna do it for today's really long episode of Isaac. Sorry it went on so long, but I was having fun with that item combination. I really gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care, everyone, and have a good one. Later.